ladies, I'm here on that show. I'm here to talk about my regular news videos. I know I did it yesterday, but just felt like doing it today. If you didn't watch my college football predictions, go watch that. So let's get that promotion out of the way. Go watch, or let's talk about some wrestling and other news. I just want to get the wrestling out of the way first. So Cody Rhodes, via inside_the ropes, he states that if people knew the real plan for him at WrestleMania 40, this past WrestleMania, they'd be even more angry. So I'm kind of curious, what was the real plan for him if he wasn't facing Roman Reigns? And I know people will be like, oh, The Rock, it was people got worked. Or maybe it was Triple H and The Rock had a meeting after the Backlash, so I don't think it was just a work. And discussed postponing the main event until next WrestleMania. So you can just keep it a secret. Because if we knew, if he told us what it was, oh my god. Yeah, glad he got two main events. From not being in two main events to main event in both of them. So, luckily, it's just, you can say, oh, we shouldn't keep talking about it. Well, he was asked a question. So, when you do interviews, you get asked questions. You answer the question. But, yeah, you can just keep it private, because if you say what the real plan was, oh god, the internet would break. So we're going to talk about Odyssey Jones again. So Odyssey Jones has been removed from WWE's internal roster, and as a result is gone from the company via PW Insider. This comes after domestic violence allegations they surfaced against Odyssey Jones. I mean, he kind of threw away some impressive showings, because the crowd was hot for him at Raw and Sunrise a few weeks ago. I mean, I'm not saying he's guilty or not, but I mean, maybe they have some evidence. I mean, surely they have to have evidence. Surely they're just not going to let him go. Surely they're just not going to let him go for allegations. Like, he wasn't on Raw last week, he wasn't on Raw this week, so surely they had to have 2 weeks of investigating this to find some proof that he actually did this. But I mean, I guess I don't know. I guess it's the correct decision if proven, yes, but I don't know. I don't know if it's the correct decision or not. I'm not gonna say yes or no until, if he did do it, yeah, he deserves to be gone. If he didn't do it, maybe he should have another chance to come back. But I think it's, they had to do it so they wouldn't get bad PR. But I will say this, there have been other wrestlers that have similar, almost the same allegations and were never fired. But now for him to be fired right away, that must mean they themselves did an investigation and found something. But I mean, Zachary Wentz was accused of domestic abuse and was immediately fired. It turned out he was completely innocent. His ex made everything up. And this is an entirely different regime with a different company who owns WWE, so I don't know. If he did do all this stuff, and then he finally gets his main roster debut after like 2 years, and throws it away. If this is true, and she didn't make up anything, but if he did beat her up, then condolences to the alleged victim, if this is indeed true. So, Julia and Roxanne Perez for the NXT Women's Championship is set for the CW debut when NXT moves over to the CW on October 1st, 2024 in Chicago. Look, Roxanne's been a good champion, but I don't think she's going to retain. unless they have plans to immediately call her up to the main roster, they could have Cora Jade return and help Roxanne Perez retain the title. But other than that, she's probably on the main roster. So they're gonna have Julia probably win the title, and then she's gonna go head up to the main roster. Man, it's gonna be a hell of a match. So Hulk Hogan, he states that he signed a 5-year deal with WWE. Go away, Hulk Hogan. Like, we're good, Hulky. We just go away. We don't need you. He signed a 5-year deal, even though he's 71 years old. Like, I don't know, just why? Like, Lord help us all. Wasting money. Like, sometimes y'all know when it's time to go away from wrestling. Hulky, it's time to go away. I mean, that's really all I gotta say for the wrestling portion. So there's no new NFL news from JP Football, but we have Adam Schefter here. So, Commanders guard Sam Cosmi has signed a 4-year, $74 million contract extension that includes over $45 million guaranteed per source. And this is a steal of a deal compared to the other deals in the offseason, because Sam Cosmi is really underappreciated and he's really good. 18.5 was a good deal for both sides. I mean, yeah, he's been kind of injury prone, I guess people say, but I think it's worth the contract. So, Sao Paulo has tightened their security ahead of the first NFL game in South America after players voiced their concerns about traveling to Latin America's largest country, the Brazilian state, said Wednesday. So, yeah, players can't even go outside with their phones. I just don't understand why we're going to Brazil for the first game of the season. If the players don't feel safe, what's the point of going over here? I mean, why can't we just play why can't you just play their first game at a home opener? One of these two teams is a home opener. They don't go to Brazil where there's security concerns and the players don't feel safe, but whatever. So, Bill's safety, DeMar Hamlin will start Sunday's regular season opener versus Cardinals, his first start since his unforgettable on-field medical emergency in Cincinnati in January 2023. Oh boy. I mean, and he's going to get eaten alive in that secondary. Looking like survived, but he's just not a good NFL player. So Jamar Chase is in uniform for today's practice for the Bengals, so it looks like he's finally about to get paid. Soon, which makes sense because if you wait till next year, he'll be more expensive. So earlier today, Zach Taylor said we'll see, and he's in uniform. So it's good news for the Bengals that he'll re-sign soon. So Broncos QB Bo Nix has been named a team captain in his rookie season. So they were probably very happy with his performance in the preseason. And I think he'll be really good this year. I think those years at Oregon really paid off. I think it's the best decision for the team making him the team captain. He's their first rookie season captain since Hall of Famer Floyd Little in 1967. I think he's going to have a very good rookie year. So the Chiefs, they've officially ruled out wide receiver Hollywood Brown for Thursday night's game versus the Ravens. So it looks like Xavier Worthy, you're gonna be starting, buddy. So a pre-week 1 injury. Falcons tight end Kyle Pitts, he's dealing with a hamstring injury, and he'll be limited at practice today. Ooh, that's really not good this close to week 1. I mean, didn't this happen like 2 weeks ago or soon? It was probably a little tweak. But yeah, hopefully he's good for week 1. So we had some breaking news today. Denver Broncos and 2-time Pro Bowl cornerback Patrick Surtain II reached agreement today on a 4-year, $96 million extension that includes $77.5 million guarantee, now making him the highest paid defensive back in NFL history. Tory Nandy of CAA negotiated the deal. He's one of the most locked down corners in the league. A well-deserved deal. I mean, he's the best quarterback in the NFL. He deserves it. He's now the highest paid corner at $24 million a year. I mean, he deserves it. So Devin White, the Eagles linebacker, is listed as out for Friday night's game in Brazil versus the Packers due to an ankle injury. So looks like Jeremiah Trotter could be in the starting job. The Texans are signing Davis Mills to a 1-year extension. Brandon McManus, a circuit court judge in Florida, dismissed a lawsuit filed by 2 women against former Jaguars kicker Brandon McManus and the Jaguars that accused McManus of sexually assaulting them on the team's overseas trip to London in 2023. So they dismissed it. I think the thing here is the amount of people who think women are lying based off of the headlines 20 and 2024 in a nutshell. They just didn't want their names released to the public, and the judge dismissed it. They're still going forward with charges. It's just they didn't want their names released. Michael Carter II, the Jets agreed to a 3-year, $30.75 million extension. He's one of the best nickel cornerbacks in the league, and he gets rewarded. So that's a good deal, in my opinion. The 49ers restructured the contract of wide receiver Deebo Samuel, creating $16.4 million cap space. The Jets restructured the contracts of linebacker Quincy Williams and tight end Tyler Conklin, creating $8 million cap space. And the Ravens restructured the contracts of Justin Matabuke. He changed his name to Nnamdi Matabuke, if you're saying his name right. Kicker Justin Tucker and linebacker Roquan Smith are creating $9.3 million in cap space. So really good cap space move by the Niners and by the Jets and Ravens. Cam Hayward signs a 3-year, $45 million deal that includes $15 million to sign, $16 million fully guaranteed, and $29 million. He was on the last year, so technically this is 1 year this year and 2 for the next 2. I mean, it's not an awful deal, but he's 35. Trent Williams is back on a 3-year deal. I want to mention that. So yeah, that's all the NFL I want to talk about here. So I'll talk about wrestling, NFL. I'll talk about some NASCAR here. So Mark Chooks Jr. tells Danielle Chon and Larry McReynolds that Cole Pern will make a return and be his crew chief in 2025. So I believe he'll be the crew chief in the Daytona 500 and the Start Truex is running. Denny Hamlin said there is still work to do to get a charter agreement done. I do not believe we're close. I heard from some owners and executives who said they feel it is close. Hamlin, some think we are and some think we aren't. Other team owners, when Hamlin's stall tactics only works the deal charter for them, says, what's wrong with you? I don't know. Hopefully they'll get a deal done. So there's a rumor that Alex Bowman could be out of the 48 from door bumper clear, and Alex Bowman said it got to a point where I picked up the phone and called everybody. Everybody said absolutely not. So that's really all I have to go on. I don't have a reason to believe anything other than that. I don't think he's gonna be out of the 48. I don't think it's a true rumor. I really don't. I just don't think they're gonna kick him out. Freddie Kraft said there was a reason they haven't announced any drivers in certain cars yet. The rumor that's been making the rounds is Bowman out at Hendrick and moving to the 7 car in 2025. I don't believe this rumor. Take everything these guys say with a grain of salt. I'm just taking it with a grain of salt. Nascar recently conducted a test at Martinsville, one group on various tires and another group with reduced underbody and transaxle adjustments. The tires produced more optimism, but a conviction there's still a power and aero problem. The cars just have too much downforce. I mean, if these cars are having this issue here, I don't know. Some teams appear to a point or nearing the point when they're ready to sign NASCAR's chart offer, but it's unclear whether teams will stick together and sign at the same time, or some could hold out and try to negotiate for better terms. Just say it's 2311 that wants to sign. Come on. NASCAR will produce a weekly 1-hour NASCAR show to air on True TV throughout the playoffs. That will air 7 p.m. Thursday night. Shannon Spake, Steve Letarte, Mamba Smith, Jordan Bianchi will be part of it, plus rotating panels, Kyle Busch this week. Oh boy, Mamba Smith. I mean, yeah, that's all the news I want to talk about here with wrestling, NFL, NASCAR. So, yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. And until next time, have a lot. Peace.